First Amendment auditors are, by definition, real auditors. They are also, by definition, real journalists. Yet extremely immature and ignorant anti-auditor channels continue to make false claims to the contrary. An auditor is one who listens and later presents reports, which means everyone is an auditor. I'm sure everyone went to school as a scholar and later had to report to their parents. This is also a very clear example of independent authorization, because you are authorized to openly talk about school. Now let us look at the exact definition of a journalist. A person who writes for newspapers, magazines, or news websites, or prepares news to be broadcasted. To all of the clueless anti-auditor channels, I ask you this: have you ever heard the precise definition of a journal? A daily record of news and events of a personal nature, a diary. Therefore, anyone who has ever written a diary or reported news of an event, whether written, spoken, or through visual means, or who has told a story about someone, is, by definition, a journalist. In fact, every person in the world is a journalist, now more than ever, because of the online social media and offline stories we all share, regarding all kinds of events regarding people or places. Also, you don't have to be a member of a news agency in order to be referred to as a professional journalist. Quite simply, if you want to share stories for a living, meaning to receive monetary rewards for telling stories, you could easily be labeled as a professional journalist, because a profession is a paid occupation, especially one that involves prolonged training and a formal qualification. Now, as far as formal qualification is concerned, this mainly has to do with formal education such as obtaining college degrees. However, carefully note the word especially, because in many cases, one can still earn money as a professional auditor, because such a profession does not, in fact, require any form of qualification if one is to conduct their own personal audits as an independent journalist. The same as writing a book as an independent author. Let's see the definition of an author. Be the author of a book or piece of writing. By definition, everyone is an author, because in school, we had to write in order to complete presentations, short stories, reports, as well as pass exams. Have you ever wrote a message inside a happy birthday card? Perhaps you wrote a letter or email to someone else? Then you are, by definition, the author of such non-monetized material. Here are more examples of hobbies or responsibilities that can, in fact, be considered or easily rendered as future professions or occupations with or without formal qualifications. Housewife, martial artist, sports athlete, bodybuilder, life coach. Even criminals require no formal qualifications to instantly be labeled as professional arsonists, rapists, thieves, bank robbers, murderers, etc. And now for the last nail in the coffin, to permanently put to rest the insanely ignorant argument regarding the uneducated labeling of First Amendment auditors as frauditors. All anti-auditor channels, by their own accusations, do not have the professional qualifications to officially accuse or claim any auditor of being a quote-unquote frauditor. Indeed, you professional anti-auditors have the freedom to judge others, but remember, it always works both ways.